Hello everyone, my name is Rebecca Reynaga and this is my native source story. I would like to share a little bit about myself. I am Mexican and Native American, specifically Tiguan, which is a Pueblo tribe named Isleta del Sur, located in El Paso, Texas. My maternal grandparents are from El Paso, Texas. My paternal grandparents are from Jalisco and Colima, Mexico. I was born in Southern California and raised in Goodyear, Arizona. I attended Catholic private school for the majority of my education with a heavy influence in Hispanic culture, this being that I knew very little about my indigenous background throughout my youth. I graduated from Xavier College Preparatory in Phoenix, Arizona, which is a predominantly all-white female institution. Growing up in a town where I would rarely find other indigenous individuals, it became difficult to discover the other half of my identity. I am currently a freshman studying medicine with an emphasis in integrative and practice-focused medicine at the University of Arizona. In the following years, I plan to minor in physiology and chemistry. On campus, I am involved in Blue Chip Leadership, to where I am a member of Team 12, the Latin Student Association, to where I am a secretary intern alongside with Native Soar mentoring. In my childhood, I knew very little about my tribe and family members that still live on the reservation. From a flashing memory, there were times where we attended powwows and family gatherings. Now, being a young adult, I find myself ambitious to become well-rounded in it. I found the Native Student Outreach Access and Resiliency program through an email during winter break. I clicked onto the email and found that this was an opportunity to develop my academic and professional skills, along with creating pathways to higher education for Indigenous high school students. In this program, I knew we would mentor, but I was not aware of the provisions that were given to us. Each student in my class was assigned a graduate professional mentor. Before we were knowledgeable in this opportunity, at the beginning of the spring semester, we held a graduate professional meet and greet in class, so we could interact with Indigenous staff on campus. I then found out my mentor was someone who I spoke with during the meet and greet, Tiffany Sorrell, who works for the University of Arizona's Health Science Department. Ms. Sorrell is a learning specialist who majored in psychology, minored in American Indian Studies, has a master's in education psychology, and a PhD in higher education. We finally got to know each other through Zoom. As we spoke, I found that we shared the same ambition. During our Zoom meeting, she offered a class that she taught, Med 493A, a course that is designed to prepare students for their next step in their education as a healthcare professional. Preparation includes reflective learning, special workshops, seminar topics, hands-on learning, and clinical shadowing. I recently submitted my application for the course and plan to keep in touch with Ms. Sorrell. As the spring course commenced, my peers and I were assigned 2 students, and we as students were put into groups to assemble a Zoom and lesson plan. I particularly enjoyed how this course encouraged us to become mini teachers, teaching in our own style. My group and I mentored on Wednesdays at 5:30 p.m. during the spring 2023 semester. We offered a sense of belonging on campus and the university through a computer screen. At the closing of every session, we compiled a Google form to improve our mentoring lessons. Our mentees were quite interested in preparation for the university. I recall one lesson plan where we discussed what the first few weeks of our freshman year at the UA looked like. Additionally, I was in charge of the icebreaker, so I utilized the same one we used from the previous day in class, Rose, Bud, and Thorn. In our discussion, I included expectations, schedules, dorms, programs, clubs, events, and financial obligations. I could see how challenging but exciting it is for a teacher or graduate assistant to want their students to become engaged when class begins. This particular session exceeded our time slot due to the burning questions they had on freshman life. Moreover, to them, it was an exciting adjustment to look forward to. Knowing that they were frequently present felt good because it made me realize that I was a small stepping stone in their lives. I look back to when I was a junior and senior where I had to adjust to these obligations as a freshman without opportunities like Native Soar. Altogether, my mentoring was a journey. Not only did I become closer with my peers, advance my networking and academic skills, but I looked upon how I developed with my mentees in higher education. Today, it is recorded that the statistics of an Indigenous student furthering their education in a university are represented as less than 25%, along with an underrepresented presence of Native faculty. Due to these factors, the statistics in recent years have yet to increase, especially within the faculty category. I have learned in the Native Student Outreach Access and Resiliency program that we as mentors are providing a sense of belonging here at the university. I took initiative to include that it is imperative to persist the "we are here and we belong in higher education" sense to my mentees. Additionally, the community that we are surrounded by who recognize these numbers play a crucial role in cultivating a safe and supportive environment for potential Indigenous wildcats. Numerous students feel as though they do not have much preparation in maintaining their academics and active presence in their community. Bringing awareness to our community creates an ambitious and accepted pathway on campus. Validation towards a home away from home sheds light to adjustment and opportunities for success. It is necessary to persist the consistency of Indigenous presence here at the university to assure and ingrain a path of commitment towards a successful culture. I genuinely admire Native Soar. At the end, I felt a part of a big family who supports each other and wants one another to succeed. Altogether, I recommend this program to those who want to grasp a better understanding of Indigenous culture and higher education. Thank you.